career highs in completion percentage, passer rating, his touchdown to interception ratio, also very good. 10 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions. Tomorrow, the boys host a Giants team with a little momentum from last week, coming off their first win. And Tommy P, this game's got to have something a little extra for Dak Prescott, huh?
There's no question about it, Mike Rob. Think about this. It was 364 days ago, October 11th of 2020, that Dak Prescott suffers that gruesome ankle injury, carted off the field in a game against the Giants. Dak told me of everything he remembers from that day, that ride off the field you saw right there, that's what he remembers most because he realized everything that was going to go into it. Now you fast forward almost a year to the day, same team, same stadium, and Dak might be the best player in the NFL right now. The Cowboys are on top of the NFC East, if not the entire NFC. Dak, you showed the stats on him right there. That's rarefied air, over 75% completion percentage, 10 touchdown passes already. There's only 3 guys in NFL history that have been on that track, including Tom Brady in 2007 when he had that crazy season. This is the guy in this moment. He's past the ankle. He's past everything else. Looks like the best version of Dak right now.
Hey, Tommy P, you're absolutely correct, man. When you watch Dak Prescott operate, I mean, he just looks so comfortable. He looks different. But I want to talk a little bit about this defense because Dan Quinn, man, let me give you your props. And I can't just give you your props. I got to give my man Joe Witt Jr., the DB coach down there in Dallas, some props as well. I mean, this Dallas defense, look, the stats might not look gaudy and, they might not be top 10 defense, but they're getting turnovers. And that's what we preach. When we come into that defensive meeting room, that's what you preach. Your chances go up when you can cause turnovers, when you get 1, when you get 2, when you get 3. And to watch this Dallas defense, man, and it's been young football players that stepped up to the plate. When they lost DeMarcus Lawrence, we all said, man, what are they going to do for pass rush? You move Micah Parsons from the inside linebacker position, you let him rush, and he's become a difference maker. You watch Trayvon Diggs last year, and you say, hey, this kid, he has potential, but it was always a but. Then you watch him this year. Like I said, shout out Joe Witt Jr., that DB coach. He has really got Trayvon Diggs locked in, and he's giving him his opportunities to make plays. That's what coaches got to understand. If you give, especially corners, opportunities to go make plays, we call them playmaking ops. You give us those, we won't go steal stuff. We won't feel like we got to jump something or our eyes might stray one way or the other. And so I really love the way that this defense has come to play. And I tell you, fans, don't worry about those numbers. Watch the end result. They're getting off the field on 3rd down, and they are forcing turnovers. Great job, Dallas.
Man, D. Hall, bro, like Dan Quinn might be the most valuable player, most valuable non-player player, I don't know, most valuable person in the Dallas Cowboys organization right now because you're right, that defense is off the chain, they're balling, and they're getting takeaways, right? But I think they're going to have to deal with a guy this upcoming weekend, Saquon Barkley, who's starting to feel himself again. In the first 2 games of the season, he only had 26 touches, 96 scrimmage yards. Again, in 2 games, that's 3.7 yards per touch, right? These last 2 games, guys, 40 touches, almost double, 220 scrimmage yards, 5.5 yards per touch, and 3 scrimmage touchdowns. I'm not just talking about in the run game, even though he affects the game in the run game. But you're starting to see him make those full speed cuts. You saw that big deep pass that Daniel Jones hit on the sideline to him last week. You saw him cut into, make that cut at full speed. I think he's getting his confidence back. And again, if Saquon Barkley is healthy, again, 240 pounds, 4'3" guy who can take it 80, if he's healthy, man, Daniel Jones plays better, this defense looks better, and they become a more formidable foe for any team that they're playing. Dallas defense, they're going to have some issues tackling Saquon this week.
Yeah, the whole offense, right? And we were killing Jason Garrett, the offensive coordinator, early in the season. It's too stagnant. It's too predictable. Daniel Jones is getting to the top of his drop. He's not moving. He's a sitting duck back there. He's got the ability to move. Why don't you take advantage of that? All of a sudden, starting to see some little wrinkles being mixed in by Jason Garrett last week, and I would expect that is going to continue. Now you don't have a quarterback on the spot. You got a wide receiver taking an end around. Kadarius Toney, in addition to Saquon Barkley, John Ross, there are skill players on this team that you have to worry about if you're a defense because of their size, because of their speed, and because of their playmaking ability. And Jason Garrett starting to show that he is more creative than we gave him credit for early in the season. That needs to continue if you are going to pull off 2 upsets on the road in back-to-back weeks. I'm excited